Hey everybody, today I am taking part in the 100 Days Challenge. Today is day 25 and it's all about Pennsylvania. So today I'm going to tell you about Pennsylvania and my little hometown of Bessemer. This is Pennsylvania, officially known as the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And here's our lovely state flag. Schools from the surrounding small towns all came together to form the Mohawk School District. In 1963, the junior-senior high school opened, and in 1983, the elementary school opened. I went to Mohawk from kindergarten all the way to graduation. The main industry in Bessemer was cement until the closure of S-Rock Cement in 2009. Bessemer was founded in 1913, and it was named for Henry Bessinger, the inventor of the steelmaking process. Bessemer is a pretty small town with a population of about 1,135. In Bessemer, most people claim Italian, German, or Irish heritage, and a little over half of the town is Catholic. So this is St. Anthony's Church, which I spent quite a lot of time at when I was little. It seems really morbid to film in the cemetery, but this is the cemetery from St. Anthony's, and there's a couple reasons kind of why I wanted to show this. One is that it still has a lot of like really old stones that have like the old pictures that are really kind of spooky looking because they're all faded out from the sun. Also in high school we had to do Dracula in Spanish, and so we used the cemetery to film in. The main reason that I really wanted to film here though is that this is where my parents are. It was important to have them in the video because they grew up in Pennsylvania, in Bessemer and Hillsville, and that's why I am where I am right now. So I just wanted to give a little minute for them, if you don't mind. Welcome to my house! I've lived in this house since I was 3.5 years old. We moved here from Hillsville, which is about 3 miles away, so not very far. So from one small town to another. But yes, I've lived here pretty much all of my life. I went away for 2 years and lived in Mississippi. But aside from that, this has been home. Newcastle is the fireworks capital of America, and also where I work. Two of the largest and oldest fireworks companies can be found here: Zambelli Fireworks, which was founded in 1893, and Pyrotechnico, which was founded in 1889. The Warner Brothers also had their first theater here, called the Cascade, which was opened in 1907. Now that I've told you a little bit about where I live and where I work, let's get down into this tag, shall we? Where are you from, and where are you now? I was born in Elwood City, Pennsylvania. I grew up in Hillsville, Pennsylvania until I was about 3.5, and then we moved into this house in Bessemer, where I still reside. What's the weather like where you live? It's pretty average, but we've been having some harsher winters lately. Our summers are so-so. They're either like sweltering or they're pretty mild. And right now, it's kind of going between the two, and it is driving me crazy. What is your favorite local dish? As far as a dish, I would have to say pierogi without a doubt. There's different variations in different European countries, but what I'm most familiar with are the Polish pierogi. I love the potato and cheese pierogi, but you can get tons of other fillings like sauerkraut, different kinds of cheeses. You can sometimes get some meat in them too. They are so nice to just boil up and have some melted butter and maybe some fried onions with, or you can deep fry them so then they're really crunchy. So good. Pierogi are associated so much with Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that there's even pierogi races at the Pittsburgh Pirates home games. In the race, 4 runners wearing pierogi costumes race towards the finish line. It is hilarious and mouthwatering. We also have some great restaurants here. A favorite of mine, and one that's pretty well known, is Permane Brothers down in Pittsburgh. It was founded in 1933 in the Strip District, and it is still a very popular place to go and grab a sandwich. It's one of the few places open after the bars close, so it is a favorite place for late night partiers. The sandwiches are amazing, and they consist of 2 pieces of Italian bread, grilled meats, or you can even just do an egg, cheese, tomatoes, this great homemade coleslaw that is like sweet and sour, and french fries. If you ever come to Pittsburgh, I highly recommend you try one. And let's not forget about one of my favorite foods, pizza. There are 2 pizza places in the area that I grew up on, as did most people in the area. The first is Pizza Joe's. It was started by Joe Seminara in 1980 in Newcastle, and the second store is here in Bessemer. They were a staple for football games, whether you were eating it before you left to run to the game or you grabbed a slice while you were there. The second place is Augustine's Pizza. Augustine's Italian Village started in 1957, again in Newcastle. I mainly grew up on the frozen pizzas because you could buy them at any grocery store around town, but you could also go into the restaurant and get it fresh. They are also the official pizza of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. There was a fire at the restaurant last year, and so pizza lovers had to do without their Augustines, but they did come back just a few months ago, and let me tell you, I've kind of been a little obsessed. I missed it so much. Name 3 things people do for fun where you live. I would say the 3 main things that people like to do around here are hunt, fish, and watch sports. And maybe drink. That's pretty much the only one that I'm on board with. What are families like where you live? I'd say the families are pretty average here. We do have a lot of elderly people in town, and we also have new families that have been moving into the area. Bessemer is a pretty rural area, as is most of western Pennsylvania, so there are a lot of farms. There's bigger towns and cities dotted through, but it's pretty farmy in between. Is farmy even a word? Name a common misconception about Pennsylvania and what it's really like. A lot of people think it's fantastic that we get to experience all 4 seasons, but in reality, we don't always get them the way that you would think. We have had some terrible summers and winters, and sometimes spring and autumn are almost non-existent. And then you have the special Pennsylvania season called construction. So much construction. What is something no one knows about Pennsylvania? The best thing that I found out is that it is apparently forbidden to sing in the bathtub here. Also, it's illegal to sweep dirt under a rug. I have no idea how I'm not in prison right now. The world's largest furry convention, Anthrocon, happens in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania every year, and it actually just happened. We were the first state to put the URL of our state website on our license plates. And our state drink is milk. Yeah. What is an actual stereotype of Pennsylvania? People think that we have a lot of Amish in Pennsylvania, and they're right. Pennsylvania actually has the largest population of Amish in the world. What is Pennsylvania famous for? We have Hershey's, we have Crayola, we have Just Born, the people that bring you peeps. Philadelphia was once the capital of the United States. James Buchanan is the only president to come from Pennsylvania. The first zoo in the country was started in Philadelphia, thanks Benny Franks. We have the oldest gas station and golf course in the country, and the first daily newspaper and commercial radio broadcast happened in this state. And don't forget about Punxsutawney Phil!
Shut!
What's one thing you'd change if you could? In all honesty, I don't really think there's much that I would change. Pennsylvania is a pretty great state to live in, and I love all that it has to offer. Although a little less snow and a little more sun wouldn't hurt. What's the thing you love most about Pennsylvania? There's so many different cultures and ideas here. I love the contrast of the cities to the countryside. There's so much history and just so much to do here. What is something that you like about the next person in the Tags Country State? Brian has some really great and creative videos, and I can't wait to see what he has to tell us all about Connecticut. Well, there you have it, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this informational video all about Pennsylvania. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to check back to see the rest of the videos in the 100 Days Challenge. I mean, I'm only day 25. There's still 75 more days to go. There's like so much more to learn about. If you haven't checked out any of the other videos, you can do so in the 100 Days Challenge playlist that I made up, and I will be adding to it every day. So in the end, I will have all the videos there for you to watch. If you're from Pennsylvania and you'd like to do a video like this about your area, please do so. All you have to do is put hashtag 100 Days Challenge, hashtag day 25 for Pennsylvania. And if you're from anywhere else and you'd like to make a video, just check out the playlist, find out which day is closest to where you live. And again, just make sure to put hashtag 100 Days Challenge, hashtag day, and whatever day it is, so that you can be added to the list and easily found. Thanks to Dan and Joel for putting this together and allowing me to be a part of it. It has been so much fun. I can't wait to see the rest of the videos to come, and I hope that you come back and check them out too. Until next time, guys, bye!